Okay, hello YouTube guys. Again, here we are back at the car to see an update. Let's see an update. Okay, well, there's one of the schematics. Okay, here's the mess. Hey, it doesn't look like it's changed much, does it? No? Well, actually it has. What I learned was, here's what I kind of learned. Here's what I learned. Here's my ignition switch. I don't know if you can see it here. Let's see. Yeah. If you note, do you see this tab here? Looks a little blackened. Well, because of the position in my dashboard of the switch, and see, I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of a curve, kind of a slight curve here. The back end of this thing kind of tilted up when I tightened it up, and it came up against the headlight switch, and hit the body of the switch, which of course grounded it. So when I turned the keys on, I got these sparks happening at that tab there. And out here, where the juice comes from, comes from the battery, and it goes down here, and it goes down to the starter, and I got this feed for my fuse panel is this wire here. There's a fuse link right here, and this wire is good for 150 amps. Well, that thing gets really hot when you ground it through the ignition. So I don't think I broke it, but I got it really hot. Now the other thing I did was I had to run my headlight wires, which it's kind of laying here right now. I had to run them out here, and then they come up into this headlight bucket, and then I wanted to be able to take my headlight out on either side. So I had to put a terminal strip in there to attach all the wires to, because the headlight wires come in there, and then the wires that come in to feed the headlight come in here on this side, and then they go back out, and they used to come down from the firewall on either side here, but now they come over from here. They go, I don't know if you could see any of that, they go up over the fan, and then they come down here. And the kit, they gave me a whole bunch of these little jobbers where you can kind of collect your wires. So I just like the primary deal. This is over here on this side, the wires come out to go down to the dimmer switch, and they come back out. And yeah, so that's kind of the progress right now. The only thing I had to do is figure out in here, figure out this big lump here, which has got the circuit for this idiot light on the dashboard, which tells me that my alternator is either working or not working, or the bulb is burnt. Yeah. So that was when I had to go get the schematic for that, and I'll get rid of a lot of wires. There's a lot of ancillary wires hanging down here that are associated with this lump here, which there's a big resistor in here and stuff. So the rest of this stuff that's hanging down here is just there's little gauge lights and things like that, and I'll just shorten them up and wrap them up in there. And then I got some other things like the heater motor and these lights here in the side, all that kind of stuff will just it'll get rid of a lot of these wires that are hanging out, because they'll all go to the fuse panel. That's it, dudes. I don't know. It's about it. That's all I got. That's all the news I got. Sorry the place looks like a mess. I've done a lot of work. It doesn't really show. That's it. See you later. Bye. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it from this end. This is the back end. Well, let's see. Can we still see? We can still see. This is kind of like, I don't know if you can see this here. Let me get I'll get the light. Yeah, this is it's basically what the kid ended up looking like, more or less. And I got a couple wires hanging down there in the foreground. Go down here to this pile. They're for one of them's for gauges, and one of them is for interior lights or switched functional things. And I don't know. Later today, maybe I'll decide what to do with that. I still got some, wires to group together with these ties. They gave me a whole bag of ties, which kind of makes it neat up into cables and stuff. And I still got to mount this switch. So I'll switch right here. Hey, this will mount this for my heater. But it's all wired up, ready to roll. So I don't know if I'm going to mount it in the dash or under the dash or in the glove box or, stuff like that. But everything all works real good. I like the fuse panel deal. They got a neat chromium cover thingamajig that I still got to put on there, which makes it look even more commercial. But basically, you can't see any of this crap until you get you gotta lay down on the seat. So up here you're not all that interested in the wiring. But anyway, the kit is done. So this is the last video in that whole thing. And hey, look, there's my scissors. I lost them a while back, and because they never come in this side, because the car's always. Here's my dash plaque too. The car's always backed in the other direction. But yesterday when I came back, I decided to pull it in forward. Came back from the maiden drive. Yeah, worked fine. Ran just like a real car. So that's it, dudes. Back into the car again. This is my heating duct. It's a nice day out here in Michigan. So there you go. Bye. Okay. I had to put the cover on. Just to see how the cover looks. Oh yeah, you gotta have the cover on. Just not the same without the cover. I mean, still got a couple of wires to button up in there. And still got to run this guy, which is I got to put a relay inside here. So I was kind of anxious to see it kind of buttoned up. So I done what I done. Now I get the relay in here one of these days for the backup lights. Okay, bye.